about an hour south of Austin, and we are doing like a practice round out here. This will be the back 9, which is part 2. If you haven't checked out the front 9, go back and check that out and then watch this. But here we are on hole 10. Got about maybe 250 feet. We're playing it as an island, and yeah, pretty much OB from here to the island. So here we go. I'm gonna throw a eternal bullet here. Should be pretty good. We're probably looking at it. Here we are in hole 10, another par 4, 523 feet. Pretty much goes straight for about 350 feet, and then it just dog legs straight left. You got this whole left side. You can see where the grass is a little bit longer. That is all OB, and it wraps around as you wrap around the corner. So you want to make sure you push past the corner. You can throw straight, you can throw a turnover, you can throw a flick, kind of whatever you want to do just to play it safe. So I'm going to throw my goat, and I'm going to try to push the corner. Yeah, you got to push it. You got to push way more. I came in super early. I'm probably not even looking around the corner there. Yeah. So this is where we went out of bounds. Basket's still kind of tucked back there. So I'm gonna come back, and I can pretty much take this back in straight line with the basket to give me a little bit more room. So I'm gonna come back probably another 60 feet, so I can give me room to throw kind of a big hyzer back up to the basket. I think that dropped right on the basket. Might be a little short. Saved my par there. Another perfect example of how this course kind of baits you off the tee. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty easy to get around the corner, but you really gotta commit to that and really push it, you know, all the way around. Here we are at hole 11. It's 301 feet, par 3. Got to get it out of this gap, and then you got to, it's a crazy dogleg right. This is probably one of the harder par 3s to get, if not the hardest one. So I'm probably going to play for a 3. Down by the basket, there's the water. So if you go, way too far right, you will land in that, but that's pretty hard to achieve. So we're going Royal Mustang, cheater disc. I think that was going to be pretty perfect, but yeah, clip that tree, so we're definitely playing for par from here. Here we are about maybe 130, 120 feet from the basket. We're just going to lay up with a soft bullet and yeah, take our 3. Oh, that's so soft. Go. Right.
Too soft.
Little 10-footer. We got a gallery in the back. We got to make it. Take the 3. Hole 13 is another par 4. It's about 730 feet. We got a couple islands here to get to the basket. This is a very classic Michael Olse hole. You got to lay up to one island to set up your second shot to get to the basket. So we're laying up to this big field, and then it goes back again over to the basket. So we're playing to two different islands. So I'm just gonna smash a driver down here to lay up into the first island, then we'll throw our approach up to the basket.
Smash down?
Kind of pimped. We're about maybe 180 feet away. I'm gonna approach the basket with my soft Royal Bobcat. Try to get a little hyzer flick. Hope we come in right at the basket. It's a lot deep, maybe like 45, 50 feet deep, but we should be on that island. So this short grass is one island, and then it drops off right at the end of this, and then goes into the second island.
Yeah. That's your first missed putt.
I think so. Hole 13 is a par 5 at 1,083 feet. You got two options here. You can go big hyzer on the right side. You can go forehand on the left side. It funnels all back into one fairway, and then it becomes almost like a wooded fairway for the last like 300 feet of the hole. So right now we're just trying to get out around all this and get in the middle and set up for our next couple shots. I'm throwing the goat here because you have to be a goat to par this hole. Good spot. So right here we're in a pretty good spot. Maybe a little more left, but this is pretty prime. I'm gonna opt for the left gap and play a hyzer flip with my Mustang just to get to the entrance of the tunnel. I want to try to put myself in the middle to give myself the best opportunity to get down to the basket. This whole right side, we have a fence going all the way down. That's all out of bounds, so you definitely need to keep this in the middle. And yeah, this hole really never lets up, so. That is perfect. We're just under 400 feet. So we still got some work to do. Probably gonna throw maybe a second run alpha on a little hyzer flip and see if we can get down there for a birdie look. Oh, get up. All right, that's fine. Another 200-foot shot up in there. We'll be looking at a par, which is fantastic on this hole. Doesn't really get any more Texas than this. We got cows on the right, razzing you during your throws. This is Texas at its finest. Get it. Oh. Give it a run. Five on that. Strokes on, folks. But you've got to throw the goat off the tee. Hole 15 is 530 feet, another par 4. We're coming out of this tunnel across the green field, and then it comes kind of S's back into the woods. And you probably got another 250 or so feet. And once you get there, I'm probably gonna throw a hyzer flip forehand, try to get to stand up, and then fade into the gap. gonna be pitching out for sure. Maybe, I mean, I'm trying to play for par at this point, but it might be a bogey at best. Maybe double bogey. All right, that puts us in a good spot. We can probably get up to the basket from there. I don't know, at least 200 feet from the basket. Alpha instead. All right, we're throwing 5. You can't miss this one up. Oh my God. Took a 6 there. I'm just gonna echo what I said earlier. That's what this course does. So easy to go big and take a double bogey like that. Hole 16 is 697, another par 4. We are coming out of this gap for probably 350, and then we got long grass, and then we're playing to an island green, another 300 or so feet. I'm gonna throw my Grackle, which is a 7-speed. Hopefully put her straight in the fairway. I think that is prime time. All right, we're about 340 feet from the basket. The basket's up on a hill, and then literally directly behind the basket, there's about a slope that's about 10 feet, and it goes straight into water. So we're definitely playing to be short of the basket. So we're really only throwing about 320. So I'm gonna go goat, throw a big spike hyzer, and hopefully put it right at the base of the hill. So wide. Hurry up. All right, we're safe. We're on the hill. We're probably playing for the par at this point. Definitely, like coming from back in the tunnel, you don't feel the wind as much. And I mean, that last shot was wide, but it flipped up a good amount. And it's because I didn't feel all this wind. So definitely something to think about playing this hole again next time. Par. Check out this. Yeah, I mean, if you literally come 5 feet behind the basket, I'd say you got a 95% chance of rolling and going into the water. So playing short on this basket or playing to the right, I think is the best play, especially being on the right, because you can run the basket without having to worry about going out of bounds. Hole 17 is just over 300 feet. This hole reminds me of the Mulligan's course that they played at Worlds. We got a built up little fort in front of the basket, so we have to try to get behind the basket, otherwise we got a wall in front of us. So I'm throwing the goat once again, gonna hit it pretty much almost as hard as I can. You gotta have about 400 feet of power to get over and play the big hyzer, so that's what we're gonna do. That's left side, I think we're behind the fort, which is good. We might have a kind of a long putt, but we're looking at it. Here's that wall, so if you're pretty much in front, you got no look. Both left and right side, you got little windows to come up in. But yeah, I mean, the play is to play it long. We're right here. But if you just play long, you're gonna catch shrubbage right here, and you know, shouldn't be too far. So I think trying to hit this one hard is the way to go. Here we go, baby. That's it. Puts me at 1 down, going into the last hole, which is pretty solid. This is hole 18, 672 feet. It's very similar to hole 16 in the sense of we're coming out of a wooded fairway. It cuts off and goes into kind of like an island green. But this one's bended more right, so it's, you know, it's a good for a sidearm player. So we're gonna throw something and try to turn it over a little bit, and then maybe throw a flick or a straight shot up at the basket. Going second run alpha, gonna try to maybe put a little bit of hyzer, maybe hit it flat, let it just drift right. That's all right. Maybe turned it over a little bit too much, but we might have an up to the basket. We got a little bit of a headwind there. Didn't feel it as much, but it's definitely going out there, which I think maybe turned it over a little more than expected. All right, I'm pinned up in this tree. Don't really have any look. So I'm just gonna lay up to where the long grass begins. That's where this fairway ends, and you got to carry over to the basket, kind of into the island green. So I'm just gonna lay up, flick my bobcat up to the long grass, and then pitch over from there. Right before the short or long grass, so we're in perfect position. I'm gonna flick my soft bobcat. We're probably 200, maybe just under. Gonna flick it, get some headwind, so gotta make sure to put a little more hyzer on it. A little long. Headwind kind of kept it from fading for maybe 40 feet from the basket. We got a good putt. That wraps up today's course preview of the Ranch Disc Golf Course. Shout out to Adam Case for letting us out on the property. This course is absolutely gorgeous. Right now I think it's only open for events only, so if you see an event out here, make sure you do not miss it, because this course will definitely be one of, if not the best course in Texas. So make sure you check out Mint's running a handful of tournaments out here, so make sure you follow them and keep up with their page, because they'll be running at least a couple tournaments out here. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications. Hopefully this year we're gonna try to be more active on our YouTube channel, and hopefully maybe run some cool giveaways out there. So follow the page, keep up with all the goods. See you guys.